Hear me? Can y'all hear me? I'm laying in the bed, not because like I'm just been sleeping all day. It's like 4 o'clock p.m. Okay, when I tell you my period has been whooping my fucking ass. Oh Lord, I'm gonna stop cursing as much. So, or I'm gonna attempt to. I have tacos over here. I would do a mukbang, but like I literally told you, my period is literally winning in this war that's called life. Like I just gotta be honest with you, babes. It's really eating me up. It's gagging me out. Like the jig is up, sis. Like it's literally got me. Like I can't. Now there's been other days where it was worse. Like it literally had me throwing up water. Like I would not be able to eat much of anything. Okay, but today it's no. I managed to eat some eggs and a biscuit. I'm about to eat 3 tacos, 3 hard shell, crunchy nacho cheese Dorito tacos. I'm about to do that, and I'm about to give you a story time. Okay, that was a long ass introduction, but I'm literally about to give you a story time, so you'll be fine. This story time is gonna be a repeat of a story time I did in the past, because in the past, I literally did a story time. I'm talking about the biggest drama I've ever been in. And that was literally middle school that I was in a drama and whatnot. But for real, I told it in a sugarcoating fashion. Like, dead ass, bro. It's like I didn't want to say the details when I could have just said them. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I thought about doing it in the shower. Like, not in the shower. I thought about doing it while I was in the shower. I was just like, oh, I could have been done this damn story time. And then I realized, oh, I did. But then every time I go back to watch that story time, I'm just like, damn, bitch, what are you pausing for? Why aren't you saying anything? So it's like, yeah. So, anyways, let me grab the camera real quick so you can be in my face. Y'all are in my face right now. What up, baby? What's poppin'? Brand new hit, just watch it. Okay. The fan is on in the background, so that's why I was yelling earlier, because that fan is loud as hell. I have it on because for some reason my body be acting weird when there's so much, when it's hot in a room. It's hot in here. The door is not open, but that's a good thing because I don't want nobody coming in here and out of here or just hearing me as I talk to you guys. And did I say my? I think I believe I said hey my VIPs. But yeah, this is a long ass introduction. Anyways, we're gonna be getting into the video. Let's do it. Like I said earlier, this literally happened in middle school. Like this happened 8th grade. I would do a little bit of a backstory or a background and whatnot to this drama. But if I'm gonna be dead for real, the backstory is, well, during our friendship, it was between me and this person. I'ma call them Throne. I'm gonna call them Throne, okay? Basically, during my friendship with Throne and whatnot, it went all cool. They showed me a picture of their drawing at the beginning when we were in PE during 6th grade, and then we've been friends during 6th and 7th grade. But throughout our friendship, I realized that, like, I really did like this person. Like, I really was just like, wow, you're really cool and whatnot. And it grew into where I was becoming more like, this is my best friend. Everybody who be talking to her, like, because honestly, I had some friends before him, but a lot of times it would be like I'd have those friends and then they would go off and they would like eventually forget me. So I'd be like, damn, okay, did you forget me or what? Or they just stop hanging out. But then I realized that's, as I get older, it's just like, oh, it naturally happens. You just stop, you lose touch with people, right? But when I was younger, I didn't understand. So I was thinking in my head, just like, oh yeah, if they get another friend, then basically they're going to go off and off to yonder and leave me behind, like, or just be forgetting me or some shit like that. Like I was so childish. I was so childish. But this was literally middle school, like I said. But still, it's like, still, why were you thinking like that? So a lot of times I was possessive. I was just like, bitch, what are you like? What are you doing? Like, oh, you talking to this person and stuff like that. I'd be mad. I'd be moody. It's like I progressively got worse with the friendship as it went on, basically. And our communication became worse too, because a lot of times I would be trying to like talk to the other person at the beginning. Oh yeah, we talked and whatnot, shared details about our lives and whatnot. But as it went on, I would try to talk to this person and they would be okay with talking to me throughout the day and every day, but never about stuff that's personal. And I was just like, what? I was thinking in my head just like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, did I do something wrong or some shit like that? I never exposed details of this person's life to anybody. And I was thinking the same thing about this person. I thought the same thing about Throne. I didn't think Throne would expose much of anything about my life or just even about me to anyone in general. I guess that would be foreshadowing for the future and whatnot. So, anyways, yes, that's how the friendship was. It became progressively worse. I was being a booty munch. Our communication was off. Throne was holding a secret that I didn't even know about. The secret is not like heinous or some shit like that. It's just kind of like, oh, bitch, what was it? So we're gonna fast forward from 6th, 7th grade. That's how our friendship was to 8th grade when our friendship ended. Our friendship ended right after I was trying to expose Throne for doing something. Like basically confront, not expose, confront. Basically what happened was that this person that was friends with Throne, should I give them a name, bitch? Like, we're gonna call them Tail. Okay, so this person, they texted me, right? See, this is back when we were all on Kick. Okay, I don't know if y'all know what Kick is. It's okay if you don't know what the hell Kick is. Like, that's probably old school, bitch. Like, that's for my generation. Like, you know, y'all too young for that. Not y'all not, whatever. But anyways, this happened all on Kick, right? So I didn't have Tail's number. I had Throne's number, but we never really text on that number. I didn't have Tail's number, but I had Throne's. So Tail texted me on some like, oh, if you got a problem with me, then let's deal with it or some shit like that. Bro, I was heated. I was walking throughout my house, bro. I was like, huh? Who the fuck do they? What the? Huh? I was just like, just fucking going crazy, right? Like when I would get mad back then, I would get like start getting sweaty. Like my whole body would start heating up. Okay, and I was of lighter skin tone than I am now. So my skin would start on my face would start heating up. It would turn bright pink. I was just mad. I was just like, man, what the? I was just mad as shit. I had to walk around my house. We had tacos that day. I love tacos. Ain't no way I'm over here eating one of my favorite foods while I'm mad. Like, bitch, I was so angry. It's like I enjoyed my food, but I couldn't enjoy it to the full extent because, bitch, I'm mad. Like, it was that type of shit. Like, how you gonna eat angry? Like, dead ass. But anyways, I texted him back. I was just like, well, whatever problem it was and whatnot. I was not as much of a curse box as I am now. I was not that much back then, I think. But, yeah, now I am. But I was texting them. I was just like, what are you talking about? And this is literally a whole hour after they first texted me. Like, that's how mad I was. I was mad for an entire hour. Like, I was just like, bitch, what's wrong with you? I was looking back like, bitch, what's wrong with you? But anyways, I texted Tail back like, oh, whatever problem you thinking there is. Like, you know, these aren't the exact words. But still, I was just like, what's up? Like, what are you thinking? Like, talking with... And then Tail told me, oh, yeah, it's because Throne told me that you didn't like me. Backing up to like during our friendship or whatnot, there would be a lot of times when Throne would mention Tail, and I did not know who Tail was, and I really like, you know, they weren't one of my friends, they were Throne's friends, and there was a point where they were mentioning how like, oh yeah, I told Tail this one, and I just remember I was just like, during our friendship, there would be times where I'd be trying to talk to you about certain things, or just all of that, and you would not be opening up to me, like, or not even just that. You wouldn't even attempt to open up to me much at all. But then when you tell me about Tail, it's like, oh, you already told Tail some of this info. And I'm just like, I didn't even know about this. Why are you just not telling me this after you told Tail? And Throne would be like, oh, like, you know, I was being irrational. I like, looking back on it, bitch, I was being irrational. Like, why are you mad, bitch? Like, there was a lot of times where I was moody as fuck. So no wonder Throne didn't want to tell me certain shit. Like, bitch, like, I mean, but if it was personal, like if it had to do with family stuff, I'm never gonna be moody during that. So that's why I was more so confused. That's why I'm confused now. I'm just like, hey, now I'm not still confused now. I don't really, it happened years ago. I don't give a shit. But I'm telling you the story time because I like the story times that happened back when. It like tests your memory and whatnot. But anyways, yeah. So that's why, like, you know, Throne was basically letting Tail know, like, oh yeah, you know, A-list, like, you know, A-list don't like you, or this, that, and the third. And I was over here confronting Throne. Like, I'm gonna tell you in full detail what I did, but here's my thought process on it. I never knew who Tail was. I never befriended Tail. I barely met Tail. I had no issue with Tail. I had more of an issue with Throne mentioning Tail so much versus the actual person that is Tail. Like, I was just like, I don't have a problem with this person. I have more so a problem with you mentioning this person so much when you're supposed to be talking to me. I was like that. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like, But child, anyways, so when I came to confronting Throne, I was just like, so you over here telling people I don't like him? I don't even know this person, and you know I don't know this person, so how could I have any dislike towards them? I don't care for them. Like, literally, I'm indifferent towards this person. So how in the world could I ever have any issue with this person if I do not literally care for this person? Like I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking with, but anyways, bro, tell me why Throne stopped being my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This was so like, it's not surprising, but it was like, this just like my like world ended for a second. Like, what did you expect? Like, I'm talking to past me right now. Like, what did you expect? But anyways, tell me why they stopped being my friend. They sent me a long paragraph, bro. In me and Throne's friendship, I was the one to send mostly long ass paragraphs. I was an emotional person. I still am. I was more sensitive back then, and my emotions, I could actually get angry a lot quicker back then too, bitch. I was just everything back then. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyways, so I usually send long paragraphs and whatnot, you know, just saying how I was appreciative of them, or I would be sending long ass explanations of why I was angered by Throne, like that type shit. You know, I was like that. So Throne sent me a long paragraph saying like, hey, I don't think this friendship's working out. You know, I hope you have a good rest of your year. Oh yeah, did I tell y'all this shit? So like when this was happening, bro, they stopped being my friend the Monday of 8th grade. The first day of fucking school. The first day of school. I can laugh at this. I can laugh at this because this was back then. This was back then. It didn't happen and whatnot. Looking back at it, bitch, like, honestly, what did you think was going to happen? Like, what did you think was going to occur past A-list? Like, what did you think? But yeah, anyways, bro, first day of 8th grade, bro, I was hushed. I was hushed. I was depressed when I came there. You know, usually we had PE together. We had PE together for 6th and 7th grade. It wasn't until 8th grade to where we didn't have PE together, right? So I went there. I had no friends I recognized there. Like, none of my friends were in that class of PE that I was at. Only one, though, was when I, like, saw them either first or the second day. So when I got home from, like, first day of school, whatnot, I think, bro, tell me why. Like, I texted this person just like, you sure there isn't no way we could, like, you know, rekindle this on my trying to fix it type shit. Like, bitch, what's there to fix? Like, yeah, it's been fucked up for a while. Like, that's the thing. It's been fucked up since 6th grade, bitch. Don't try to fix it in 8th grade. I said that shit, and they, like, Throne was firm in saying no, right? So the rest of the week, I just spent it. I made, like, you know, a few new friends and whatnot. One of them was from my other friend. It was a friend through a friend, and she was cool, but I didn't know her too well, so it was kind of just like still a stranger. Like, I still didn't really have friends like talking with, not yet at least. The whole week went by, right? I was sad throughout the week, and then I was thinking in my head just like, okay, you need to accept this, okay? You're not even in the same class as this person. You're not even going to see this person as much throughout the year. Just accept the fact that you aren't going to be in class with this person, like, you know, on that type shit, right? So when it came to Friday was when I was finally accepting the fact that it's my fault. Or in my head, I was like, it's your fault. You legit have to go through this now, and you have to deal. Like, you know, you made a big ass mistake. You should never make this fucking mistake again. You know, I did, of course, apologize for what I did, but I feel like, you know, my actions, like, you know, bitch, I was acting weird or strange or some shit like that. One apology can't excuse all the times I've been a booty munch or a booty hole. Like, it can't excuse all that. So it's like, okay, you're just gonna have to not do this with no other friend. You gotta be better and all that shit like that. On Friday of the first week of school, I accepted that in 8th grade. I accepted that our friendship just wasn't gonna happen, right? Tell me why when we got to the buses at the end of the day, class was out, bell rung, everything, right? I was going to the buses because we had a bus lot and whatnot. I turned around because my name, my full name, not full name, my first name, I said my full name, no, my first name, bro, was called out, and it was by a voice I didn't recognize. And then I turned around quickly because I was just like, who the hell is yelling my name? Like, because nobody really knew me too much in 8th grade, like, talking with. Nobody, like, knew my name too much. Only, like, a few friends and whatnot, but I didn't see them very often, like, you know? or as oftenly as I wish I did. I just didn't have a lot of classes with some of the friends I had. So I was like, okay. And even then, it's like some of the friends, they wouldn't be yelling my name. They would already be up next to me, like talking with. Or they would have ran up to me and then be like dead ass right behind me, like already saying my name and like right there. This person was all the way back there and their voice was unidentifiable, right? It was a question mark, bro. I was just like, who is this? So when I turned around, I saw who it was and I didn't recognize them. That was the first time I ever saw that person. What's crazy is that I had no beef or issue with this person. I was dead ass just like, who the fuck is this? Like, I was like that. And then I turn around, it's laughing, right? So I see the person who called my name first, and then Throne is right beside them. And they're laughing. And it had occurred to me in my head. I was just like, how the fuck does this person know? And then some suspicion, yo, I don't know what spirit works, but someone, I don't know if God works in mysterious ways or something like that. Whatever God is out there, I don't know if I'm just someone looking down on me or something like that. But deadass, bro, something told me she talking shit about you. Something told that. Something told me that. Something told me that, and I immediately texted this person when I got home. I was heated. Some type of anger ignited out of me. I was an emotional ass person, like I said. I got angry, often. But this anger was different. This anger, I was irrationally angry. Like, I say irrationally because deadass, if I think about it, I could have just chose not to act on it. Like, yeah, she talking shit about you and whatnot. Okay, that's cool. She's bothered. Let her be bothered and go about your fucking life. Like, that type shit. That's how I would be now type shit. I couldn't do that back then. I couldn't do it. I was so fucking mad. Like, I gotta tell you, I was so pissed off. Like, I'm sorry. I did say I was not gonna curse a lot in this. But no, deadass, bro. That, it just matches the, like, energy of it. Like, because if I made a video back then about this shit, bro, I probably would have said it the same way. Like, I was so fucking mad. Like, I deadass. But, I got home. I threw my bags on the ground, bro. In my mama closet. My mama and dad closet is a walk-in closet. That shit was big. So it's like, bro, I was on my phone immediately. I was just texting this person. I was just like, were you so you thinking this is funny now? Like, I was like that, bitch. Like, oh, I was just like, so you think this shit is funny now? You think it's funny to be talking about some fucking body and stuff like that? You just think this shit is a whole joke and stuff. Like, what the hell am I, the punchline? Like, I was just like, I didn't say that shit, but I was just like, man, that's how I felt. And then I forgot what their response was. I do not have text messages to this shit. Because, like I said, this was years ago. And I am in college. I am saying this because I haven't done a story time in a while. And the first story time I did, I feel like I didn't do it too well. It's kind of like, bitch, like, what are you talking about? Type shit, like, what are you talking about? Like, but yeah, I wanted to do this more clear and whatnot. Is this going to be part one? I do want to make these real short. Because this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a long-ass feud that I had with Throne, okay? But anyways, actually, let's end it off with that. I think that's it. Yeah, texted them when I got back, all that type shit, bro. I'll just give you a little sneak peeks, right, for the next few story times I'm gonna do, because there's a part 2, part 3, whatever. Bro, tell me why Throne proposed us getting back to being friends. They were just like, oh yeah, let's be friends again. And tell me why my bitch I said yes. Like, bitch. Yo, and let me not even get started with some of the friends who like found out that we were no longer friends. And don't even let me get started on how many friends Throne was willing to tell about us not being friends anymore. Like, Throne told a lot more people about what happened than I thought. I barely said shit. Like, I really only told the ones who asked. And I didn't even tell them in full detail what happened. Because I did not want to tell nobody shit. I was literally upset. I was just like, am I more upset than you, Throne? Like, why are you telling all these other people who I don't fucking know about this shit? Like, bro, so that they could come and ask me, because they were both our friends. So I'm just like, they gonna come and ask me about this shit. Like, what the fuck I look like trying to explain this? Why did you do this? Like, why did you do this? But yeah, it was kind of like that. Now, I'm not like laughing going on like, oh, this whole situation was just the funniest thing. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. No. It's the fact that I know how irrational I was being back then. I know how irrational, some of Throne's action. Whereas if I be honest with you, a lot of my actions were so irrational. They were more irrational than like some of Throne's actions and whatnot. It just makes me think like I really did have a huge choice in whether or not I could have continued that war or not. I did not actually have to argue with this person for as long as I did. Like I argued with them for a long ass time. So yeah, that's gonna be the end for this part 1. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and may peace be with you for an eternity. Hey, love it, baby. I'm back.